La, da, 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 da. Hello, purple cheese. Okay, I am fiddling around a little bit here. Yeah, Twitch released a new stream manager thing. Or, you know, dashboard thing for when you're live, and it's a bit different. But it is cleaner looking. I just wish I could have stream health is the thing I would like to have that's not currently on here. But everything else looks pretty nice so far. It's like they're testing things, I guess. Anyways, yeah, so we're just gonna do more Vol. Where's my controller? It's right there. So, I was looking though. I was fiddling around a bit, looking at armor options to work with. Yeah, I took stuff out of there because I was thinking about things. If I drop Damascus Helm, if we drop Damascus Helm for, I mean, I'd prefer to use this one for the slots, but I have this one. But I kind of would rather have this one because larger slot. Ignore the look. That would give us crit draw 2. Hey, derp. Yeah, this would give us crit draw 2 alongside crit eye 4, which would give us 80% affinity on draw attacks, which would definitely help our dragon piercers because that is our main source of damage against Val Hazak right now. And then depending on what I put in there, it could be 85% as well if I use another expert. But yeah, we would be sacrificing all of our defense. All 7 levels of defense to get that. And Fortify, potentially. I might keep Fortify over 5% extra affinity. Well, actually, hold on then. If. Look. Because if we look at our decorations, not sell. Have all of this filled up already. So if we change equipment, and we just change this to be Diablos, which is, it's a 2 slot right now at the moment. Now we have crit draw. I forgot I had one up here. I could still potentially get 3 defense. I'm not sure if that's worth it though. I mean, that is a lot of defense boost. We'll see how much damage I take without it, I guess. But I really should have Fortify on one of these. We can get another level of Quick Sheath though to get our bow put away faster. Because that actually is kind of important for getting out of the way of things. So if I did that, and then on this one, none of the level 2s I have are really significant. So if anything, we would just put like Fortify, really. And then, is it worth a different expert decoration? No, not really. And then glider mantle? We can just like have it on and not use it for the gliding, just for the extra. For example, you can go like that to get an extra, what, 10% affinity off of that? Yeah. Which is not bad. And then if we swap the bandit mantle for, I guess, for the affinity booster, I don't know how often I'll be able to throw that down. But I guess, why not? And for this, we'll have uptime more often than we'll have downtime on that one, which is good. It's got a really short cooldown compared to other mantles, and the 4 slots. That's really amazing, honestly. Everything else lasts forever for recharge, and this is, nope, 2 minutes. Pretty solid. Alright, so we'll do that. Alright, so then in that case, I don't have to go farm up a Diablos. I mean, it'd be nice, but it's not really needed. Okay. I've got, like, no armor spheres, of course. So let's just go. Also, we're 2 days away from the title update as well. Oh, I forgot to post on Discord that I've started. There we go. Now I have. Get our food. We can get foodie, potentially. Yes. That's significant. That's an extra 100 health worth, I think. Yeah. Let's just roast 1 scale. That's clearly the right way to do things. Then this. Right, we were missing what? We have fire herbs and sleep herbs are missing. There we go. Now there's that, and then dash juices? No, we don't have any dash extracts. Alright, so we're out of dash juices more or less. Is there a steak anywhere? Just rations? I'm like out of... Oh wait, energy drinks are a thing. Hold on. That'll be good. Okay. That's better. Okay, now I've got a thing sorted out. Okay. So we started up here this time. Means I want to go over here to meet him on the halfway point. Take those. Oh yeah, that's much better with Quick Sheath too. Like, way better. Grab those. Any more? Yeah, there is. Oh my gosh, I hate those things. So this should crit down the line, right? Bum. Alright. Were those crits? I can't tell if I'm doing it right. Oh my gosh. Have I mentioned I hate those things? There's so many bugs, they just keep spawning. I really dislike the Vespoids. I was charging. I can't tell if I'm critting or not. I think I am. Yeah, I am, okay. It's just hard to tell sometimes with in-world, I feel like. Like, even when it doesn't hit any weak points, it's still hitting for about 100 or so. Nope, get me away. Get me away. Don't hit me, Puffs. Little close. That's an opening for me. I already know this from experience. I'm only going for one level there because he's angry. We gotta get in there because he's gonna go for his beam. Don't hit me, bugs. That backwards hop. There's birds in this area. I'm gonna unequip my sleep coating. If I can, like, lure the birds out. My gosh, birds. That's one. I didn't know it worked like that. Okay, that's important. I hate those things. Get gone. on. Okay. Not the best of hits. Oh crud. Hit that out. I don't like it when he is over here. That was a bad shot. Gotta make sure you turn to face him. Okay. Okay. That was a good shot. Oh, that was a scary shot is what it was. Crud. No. No! Oh, that was actually also scary. Don't hit me, Puffs. Man. It can be hard to hit his head sometimes. Probably worth to shoot through the body instead. That was good. Draw it. I'll take a headshot. Dun, dun, dun. Definitely could have been better. Okay, we're gonna hide behind this tree. Only another 10? Okay. No! Stupid mushroom ledge! That was unnecessary damage. Oh, I might pay for this. Not the best of hits. Oh, I don't like the mushrooms. Fighting here sucks. I got the sleep. Where's the megas? This is a bad position. There we go. There we go. Those are really rough, honestly, Topaz. The Heartbreaker quests. Okay, get out of the way. Got a blast off. Okay, he left. The Viserios one, huh? Not the best positioning. Let's try to shoot the body in the head. Okay, 120. No. I don't like how much he's steaming right now, gotta say. Okay, we're out. We know what this does. Okay, lots of miasma. Not the best of shots there. Can I get around this? Kind of. I don't like this miasma at all. Like, he's just camping me. Cause I have to wait for this to go away. I got a blast off. There we go. There we go. Good shot. Is that an opening or not? Is that too slow? Yeah, he just repositioned. If you get out of the way, he just like goes back to the arena center, which is kind of annoying. Is he steaming? No. Not a bad shot. Nope. Get me out of that nonsense. More scatter nuts. There we go. Scatter nuts are great. Grab more blast coatings. I keep forgetting I have other options here, like the glider mantle for more crit. That was unexpected? We'll take it. How far much range is it down? That was not worth it. Good to know. I didn't know if that was going to be... It's more like a close range move, I'm guessing. That can be an opening too, kind of. If you're away enough, you can just back out of the way and lead into a Dragon Piercer. No! Oh my gosh, I hate that move. I forgot I had the mantle on, honestly. Cause I should have fallen underneath, but I got dropped. I got tossed into the air. Crud. Oh, they're at my red health. Oh my gosh. No, I'm stuck! I got stuck on his body. That sucked. I don't like fighting him in this area either. There's too much ledges. Underneath? Nope. He moved his head downwards. Okay. At least I still have my max health. I got Fortify, so that's more defenses, more attack. Lighter Mantle's done. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good area to fight in. Yeah, he's definitely enraged, I think, right now. Definitely, I think, yes. Bum, bum, bum. No. No, no. Bad, 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 bad. Could have been worse. I think I'm far enough away? I was. I was far enough away. Nope, Nova. Torch pods do not seem to remove that either. I got a blast off. Oh, when he Novas, though, it does throw off all of his spores. So that's cool. Oh, that was a little scary. Nope. Nope! That's just your drop, right? You don't have anything to throw. Oh, wow, the wind. Alright, he's definitely mad. Nope. Get away. Get back in as soon as you can, because he's gonna not do what I thought he was gonna do. Oh my gosh, would you just stop camping me with that move? That was a hit. Oh yeah. And then he repositions, but at least my asthma's gone. I'm waiting for him to not be steaming. Which might be now, actually. Yep. Good shot. Also good shot. Got a spore break. Maybe a head break. Definitely a head break. Bum, 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 bum. I was afraid of what he was doing. I wasn't sure which kind of beam that was. I missed. I think this is an opening. Yeah, he's just... Okay, so when he does that, he's getting his spores back. Okay. Bum, bum. Okay, then we gotta get in. Yep. Okay. Slowly learning more about this fight. Like, you don't want to be on a ledge. You don't want to be anywhere near a ledge if you have to get out of the way. And when he roars, you can get a free hit in. That's also a thing. Not this area. I hate fighting him here. It's almost as bad as the bird areas. Oh, that was close. No! Why'd you run that direction? Oh, no, here he goes. Where are they landing? There. That's annoying. Yeah, that's very annoying. Like, he does this and is like, well, I guess I'm stuck fighting you in an area where I can't maneuver. And he'll just camp me. Big time waster. Like, he's just doing it again. Like, I can't go over there. What are you doing now? At least the Jaguars will be dead? Nope. Finally, it's gone. Sometimes it's not a good opening, you just gotta take another shot. I'm really glad I had a quick shoot. No! No, no, no! Get that away from me. No! 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 Right there, I'm just trying to break the spore. Okay. I can't get over there fast enough. Yep. No, I tried to get out of the way. There was too much spore. No! No, get that away from me. The gas is scary. Scary gas. Now, there's gonna be birds, but there's also gonna be a rock we can drop here. No! Every time! I always forget about that. He'll just run up on you. I don't like this! Okay. Come here. I think the bird got in my way. Where's his head at? No! I keep not pressing both buttons at once. I keep wanting to do the dragon arrow thing, 1,000 arrows, and only pressing circle because that's how I'm used to clutch claws working. And it kind of drives me nuts, so I keep doing it. Nope. Nope. At least it's over there. Nice, 5. Nice, 4. I dropped rocks on him, I guess. There's... A little scary. I think this is far enough away. Yeah, it was. No! No! I saw that coming! I was in such a bad place. No! No, 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 no! Oh my gosh, I hate this thing. Okay. Not steaming. There we go. I did the thing. He's also still not steaming. Like, what chance to get another one off? Hit the ball. No! So close. I tried. Okay. Alright, you can determine which way it's going to come out based on his head position. Alright, please don't hurt me. That counts as not hurting me. Definitely counts as not hurting me. That was a really close range shot. That almost hurt me, though. Bum, 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 bum. No! Hatred for that move. Left. Alright, there's a tell there for which side it's gonna go down, so that's good. That's good, at least. No, stop stepping on me! Oh my gosh, he just stepped on me 3 times when I tried to go past him. So, you do not want to run underneath him, because he'll just step on you as he walks forward and stagger you. Good to know. Don't walk underneath him, just go around him. That was scary. That was also scary. Get me out of this tight corridor. No. 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 Okay, that was a lot of steam. Scary. I hate you birds! The small monsters, they just wait until the last possible time to hit you. I didn't want to risk getting shot at there. Okay. All I could do there was really shoot him. No! 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 I hate these birds. Where's he at? Bird. Definitely worth taking that one down. Bird! Oh my gosh! The gas clouds. I hate the gas clouds so much. Bird? Oh my gosh. They always like hit you right as you're about to release, too. I hate those birds so much. I'm just, 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, no! No, I can't get away! Can't get away! Hate the birds. Bum, bada, bum. Come on. No. Dang it, I saw that was coming. Let me out! Let me out! No. Bad. Bad positioning. No. Wow, I hate this. At least he's Novaing in a way where I don't have to worry about him. And you're gonna camp me more? And then run over me. Can I do this in time? If I wasn't constantly, like, if I could refill health, is the thing, because... Dang it, that's what I wanted to do. There's the gas. No. No. No! I hate being trapped over here. Don't hit me. Dang it! Also, when he does this thing, and I can't get back where he is because he's in a corridor, also sucks. Stop it! I can't get to you over there. No! No! Stop it! Stop melting me! And here it comes again. Why did I fling it that way? Yeah, timer is still an issue, yeah. 5 minutes. And it's not even limping. I tried. Nope. I also tried, but the smaller puff wore off. He just will not give it up. Nope. It's like I need to be more greedy, but at the same time, being more greedy just gets me killed. Because, no, I haven't gotten to limp. I'm learning the fight better, but I still can't get... Oh, hey, never mind. He is limp. He's skulled. Okay, so we can get him to skull. But I've got less than 5 minutes. I do. I brought bomb combines. Make that 3.5 minutes. This music is very tense. Please be going to sleep here. I don't think he's gonna sleep. No! Don't bait me like that. Which one is this? Is this the... Yes, that one, okay. Okay. No. Extra damage? Extra damage. Extra damage. Let me out of the way. Better not kill me with the puff. Crud, 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 crud. How much time we got left? 2 minutes. Okay. Crud, no, no, no. Where's he going? I need to get through this. Crud. Gotta hope for the best. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I had to run through it. Okay. I'm safe up here. Minute. Where are the bombs? Nope. Got stuck. I was out of time anyways. Okay, so we got it to limp. That's an improvement. I had 10 seconds left, yeah. None of those are the right commands. Yeah.
Aga Baruhazaku. Eyu Reriku mo ni ne.
Dang. That's about all I can feel. Like, dang. Yeah, I thought the second bombs would be enough as well. So, what have we learned? He has more openings. Let's see. Yeah. I learned that when he rears back his head for the beam, whichever way his head is tilted, left or right, will be the way it starts. Like, we know, when he has his head back, about to throw the beam out, if it's left, go right. If it's right, go to the left. What else did we pick up? Once he's thrown all of his spores off with his Nova, he'll leave himself open. Like the first time he does a recharge thing, he doesn't have any spores to work with, so he's rebuilding them. And that leaves him super open. So there's that. What else did we get out of that? Vespoids suck. Birds suck. I spent a decent amount of time. I don't know. Let's have a look, actually. I'll check for you. But yeah, I spent some amount of time shooting the birds and not Valhazak because the birds really suck. I might have to see if I can drop something for more damage. For example, like losing health boost would be really rough. Hold on, before I check the gun, 1 moment. This is giving us damage with crit draw. These are giving us damage with special ammo boost and fire attack. This and this. We could potentially drop these. Constitution 5 is really nice. And having Constitution 3 instead would be kind of rough, and also dropping this would make it potentially harder to have health boost at all, but we could fit more damage in. I might just need to figure out how to get more damage. We could potentially drop Constitution Charm as well. Hold on. If I look at change equipment, right? Let's say I put something else, just temporarily. It doesn't have Constitution, and doesn't have Constitution. Right? Yeah, I mean, if I can swap the charm out as well for something though, we can potentially get a lot more damage. So, alright, I'm at 1 more. Especially because with the Anja set, we get 200 stamina. Alright, so how much? Like even if I do that, I still got a lot to work with. It's not like we're doing that very often either. But that was still a lot of dodges with max stamina. Hello, Space Fox. Yeah, so I think we can drop Constitution entirely, especially with, like, that was no Constitution, and we still got a lot out. So if we drop the Barioth Greaves and we drop the Charm for something more damage-oriented, I would probably go for... We already have high crit. Maybe just attack, just raw attack, or fire attack. Fire attack might be more valuable. I'm not sure which one's better in this case. I think you're right, but I'm not sure, so I'll have to look. Yeah, so alright, we'll reconsider our set again. And we're gonna look at the snipe thing for you, right? So this one, I don't have focus on it at all. It was not. So this is before focus being boosted. All right, I'm gonna count on you to count. Actually, no, I'll get a timer, right? Hold on. Stopwatch. So first we want to do, I'm just going to put the scope on it so we can see some nice damage numbers. Oh, here we go. I started my stopwatch. 942 right there. And once that compresses, I'll stop it again. I'm gonna guess it's a minute cooldown. Looking at this. Nope. More than a minute. Minute and 20 seconds. It's a minute and 20 seconds without focus. Focus cuts charge times by how much? Hold on. Change equipment. I have a focus in here. What has focus? Equipment. 15% off of 70 seconds. It would cut it down to about a minute at level 3 instead of a minute 10, I guess? I was thinking about that as well. One of the problems is, I guess if you use the Wyvern Snipe non-modded and just snipe down it, like Dragon Piercing is a thing. If you do the modded one, you have to hit weak points, which means you have to hit him in the head. You have to be able to reliably hit Valhazak in the head. And he's very, like, it's not as bad when he's doing things, like, especially when he's doing beam sweeps. But if you're just, like, for example, if you're just trying to, you know, put him into idle and back off and snipe from a distance, his head moves around a lot. Like, very twitchy. We'll return to this idea later. I still think bow can work it, though. Like, one of the other problems with running heavy bowgun is if I do it that way, the mobility kind of really suffers on heavy bowgun. Whereas with bow, even if I'm like too close to the gas, I can get out of the way really fast. I'd probably drop the specials, like if I was doing it that way, I'd probably drop special scope. Because it does make it harder to set it up correctly. It's good for at a distance, but you need to be in range still. And it's hard to get in range. I feel like he has better vision than normal Valhazak, because with standard Val, I was able to do snipes from range and hit him. And with this one, it could just be also the Ancient Forest is kind of tight spaced. And so there's less openings where you actually have that as an option. Like you have, like, when he's in the top left area, you can do it. Because you can approach from the right and have enough room. Like everywhere else, by the time you get close enough to do so, or, you know, at a good angle, it's just not a good, you're too close. Okay, so if we were going to replace the legs and potentially the waist, so we're essentially, so remember we have, it's got Constitution, and it's got 2 1 slots. Oh yeah, also we're going to look at fire attack for my talisman. Down here, I think? Blaze. Teostra gems. Of course it takes Teostra gems. And I wouldn't be able to get it to level 4 either. It would only go up to level 3. We'd still need to supply an additional 3 fire attack elsewhere, potentially. If we were trying to max that. So let's look at armor first. Starting on this side, what do we have? Ideally, more slots is good too. Okay, so Lavasioth, that is your spread shot, your power shot, and your 1,000 dragons being boosted. And it has fire attack and it has slots. And I already have it. So potentially this. Let's see what else there is. Okay. Yes, actually, this armor. But the good parts of it, I can't. Like, this would be great for Bombardier, but I'd be losing my Angus set bonus, which is kind of really nice. But this does have crit boost on it, and Bombardier 2, and the 2 slots I would need, and I think I could push it to Bombardier 3 with the decoration as well. And it looks kind of cool. Yeah. Heavy artillery is the drastic one. I'm leaning towards the Lavasioth one that I already have. Now, if we went for this, for crit draw 3, and we were orienting ourselves for draw attacks, we could drop our expert decorations entirely, actually, and make them be attack instead. That might be a legitimate strategy, actually. Crit draw 1, and then shove in attack decorations instead of expert decorations. I might do that. Yeah. Like if I do that, for example, right? So now we have crit draw 3, which means our draw attacks will always crit. Which means we no longer need critical eye, technically. Which means this, this, and this are no longer needed to be expert. And neither of these, technically. Now, we still want miasma. Miasma is super important. Vitality. If anything, I would just use this one, I guess. For where is it? That would cover my health boost if I went that way. And then we have what, 2? We can get attack up 3 off of this, I guess. Attack boost 3 like that. Miasma. This would also need to be miasma. This is nice, but not critical. Unfortunately, I don't have any other. I guess I could just throw hard defense on there. Hey, Cat Maid, I'm fiddling with sets again. So say we do that. For more attack. We could do an attack charm as well. Just push a raw attack higher. Do I have attack in here? No. Hey, hold on. Attack boost. Yep. I don't think he's unbalanced as much as he's unbalanced for no heal. For no heal, he's not ideal. Okay. Let's try doing this. I need a quality bone or 3. So, Catmate, I got my last attempt, I got him to limp. I managed to get him limping, and I triple carded with 10 seconds left. It was after he fell asleep. I sleep bombed him twice during the hunt, once nearing the start and once at the end. And 2 additional mega bombs, no, 4 additional mega bombs interspersed between that. But we got him to go to sleep, we got to bomb him, and then I had 10 seconds left. I carded my last time. So that does mean I can get progress. So now I'm rebalancing my set slightly. Like, I'm taking Constitution off entirely because I'm not really doing the dancing around. It's just lots of Dragon Piercers and occasional other shots. And with Anja's set bonus, I have lots of stamina. And pushing... I put crit draw 3 in, so it always crits down the line, so I could gem attack in instead of expert. And now I'm making an attack boost charm. Push it farther. Yep, that's what we're doing. So yeah. There's a quality bone or 2. That's really all I need. Okay. Go back to Celiana. What a hard hunt this is. Like, it'd be so much more tolerable if it's just the damage over time, honestly. And he's just even better at keeping you out of range. Although being near him doesn't damage you unless the spores go off, which is also nice. Like, you can just stand next to him, you're not going to get hit unless he shoots off spore damage. Or spore things. Okay. I can't quite get 4 because I'm missing 2 things. So I'm attack 6 now? It's still a sizable boost, I feel like. An additional plus 18 true raw. And a free 5% affinity, I guess. Now this one, this is the only one not providing us a boost at the moment. It's just health boost and health boost with 1 miasma. I could potentially swap this if I'm willing to drop health boost. Which definitely is risky, but also potentially valuable. Do I have any trade items? No, I do not. I need to sell some stuff, potentially. Anyway, so if I was to drop that, what would I get, and could I have health boost 3 all on one thing here? Focus doesn't affect Dragon Piercer, does it? Either way, I can't make this because Dragon Blood. Okay, Rathalos Coil has 2 fire attack, and then a 4 and a 2. To move us to fire attack 3. We get fire attack 3. We'd only have health boost 1 because of that. Okay. That's what I'm currently using. And then I ran out. I guess Rathalos for fire attack could work. What is maximum might? Oh, stamina full, right, that's important. Not very important. This one will give us fire attack 2, a 4, and a 2, which would still be dedicated to Vitality and Miasma, probably. Is that worth going from health 50 to health 15? Losing 35. I'm not sure. That's such a valuable skill. Just not sure. Well, if I drop the defense... No, I don't. I can't. Yeah, I can. Hold on. Decorations? Yeah, we can just drop this, I guess. And if I could have Divine Blessing 3, it'd be so nice. Yeah, if I move that over here instead. And I put miasma here. Hold on. Let me go back and look at the Rathlos. The Rathlos one again. Ideally, a 3-slot would be nice. That takes pure dragon blood, though. That I could do, actually. If I had a 3-slot, the earplugs doesn't matter a ton. If I had a 3-slot on top of what I've got now, it would be miasma, vitality, which is no different than what I just had. And the earplugs is already on this anyways, so that wouldn't change. Okay, what I'm going to do actually is don't I have attack somewhere? There. There you go. Attack 7, health boost, crit, draw effluvia resistance, health boost. And I guess fortitude? I wish I had fortitude. One of my friends has like several fortitude ones on a 4-slot. I don't have any. That'd be super nice. I guess, yeah, hard defense is probably the way to go. Okay. We've slightly adjusted things. That's good. I have 777 defense. That's cool. Much more attack. And essentially, we traded some defensiveness and the Constitution for attack 7 and crit draw 3. Okay, we got weakener. Not. Also, like if we could just get one that had insurance on it, that'd be potentially pretty great too. Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Let's try it again. This might be my only other try today. But let's try it again. We need to keep the attack up more. We got it to limp. We need to do a little better. Just a little better. Still loading, well. Alright, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay. He's in the top left, that's good. If we can get a knockover right off the bat, that might be the better option to go for. Just slam him right off the start. And slip blast coating on there. No, I missed. Dang it, I missed his head. Bad start. This is our opportunity though. Good shot. Okay. I was afraid of that. No! You saw what I was trying to do. I didn't think he was going to jump. I thought he was going to do anything other than that. Gotta take advantage of any opportunity you get to slam him too. That's heavy damage. Wow, that was a good shot. Small charge. You need to fire down the body if you can. here. And we're also learning like how far away we can be. This isn't a... Oh no, Nova. Also, oh yes, Nova. Okay, that was... This is an opening. Second opening? No! Yes. Actually, yes. Those headshots are valuable. No, I missed. Yeah, you definitely want to get a headshot if you can, like from the front. That's very risky, but very strong. Okay. I don't like fighting him here. Let's not run over to the left this time, let's go to the right. I'd rather take a tick or two of damage off that. Okay. Okay. Get out of the way of this one. Okay. Okay. Fire! Out of the way. Okay. He's mad though. Nova. Get up. Nice, he's coming over here. Okay. Now you're gonna do your beam. Not the best of shots, but okay, that was scary. No! This is also scary. I wish he would stop doing these beams, honestly. Oh! No, let's just not go out there. That's all he's throwing out is beams right now. Got a blast off. Okay, now we're gonna go to the sad area, where we have the birds. Gonna run to the left so he doesn't bump into us. We're gonna grab scatter nuts. No! Hit him! Oh my gosh, I was worried there. Where's the head? No! Stupid birds! My gosh. I hate the birds so much! I just wanted to do those 1,000 arrows and it pecked me twice. That's what I mean about the sadness area here. Oh my gosh, the birds are the worst! What are you doing? No! No! Not here! Why would you do that right there? I guess we're going this way. Would you mind following me? Thank you. Let's fight over here. No! Man, I hate you. Get off the ledge, or off the slope. Slopes can interfere with movement. He's gonna fall over. Oh, not as early as I'd hoped. Come on, turn towards me. Out of all the ways he could have done that, that was like the least optimal for me. I don't like him when he's all hissy. Dang it, that's got so much range. When you do this... Don't hit me, gases. No. Scary. Again? Again? Throwing out Nova's a lot. Oh well, at least we can lure him away to somewhere else. Ah, I don't like this. Wasn't sure which one he was going for. No, get off him. Good shot. Should be red pit somewhere down here. no, don't like it. Okay, I thought it was gonna be the beams. The wavy beams. Don't like that either. Okay, though, I can take advantage of this one. Kind of. I thought I could hide there, but I couldn't. There was like nowhere to run at that point. Like, oh my gosh, I hate that move. The beam in tight corridors is so dangerous. I died, yeah. I died. That's another thing, if you die, you gotta run all the way back to wherever he's at. Where'd you even go? Alright, back to the sadness area. Nice. Nice. Why are you allowed to go where there's birds? Like, there's two areas that have the birds. This one and the right area. And they're the worst because... Yeah, I did. You said, did you die? And I said yes. Oh my gosh, look at that! I just wanted to get out of the way. But he can attack to his side just by walking past you. That does pretty good damage. Get out of here, bird. Trying to get rid of the spores. Oh my gosh, I hate spores. Yeah, you're right. Because mobile, right? I'm getting better at predicting where that is going to give an opening. That was a good shot. The bird didn't hit me. That was also a good shot on a weak point, too. I need more ammo. Birds! It might actually be worth delaying, because if he turns to face you first, then you can get a headshot instead of a tail shot and deal more damage. No! Since when does he do that? Since when does that happen? He always... Oh my gosh. I am not used to him doing that. He just running along and then jumped sideways. And I died because of that. I've never seen him do that to me, like, mid-fight. Running forward? Yeah. Running on a curve into me at close range? No. Now I'm on my last cart. Birds? Go away. Here's this again. Yep. Did something he never normally does in neutral. Oh, come on, how'd that miss? That was a good shot. Man, that did so much damage just from being on him. Yeah, he's mad, okay. I do feel like our damage output is higher overall this time, but I got killed in two very disappointing ways right there, so doesn't help. So even if I don't get it today, we are improving. I hate it when he does this. He retreats when he retreats into a corridor with his gas, and then beams me, and I actually have to wait for him to finish. That sucks. I was just hitting his spores with that one. Sometimes you can't always get a shot that you want. I see that puffing up. Not gonna catch me near that. Okay. Gotta get in there. He's gonna beam me. No, gonna charge me. Usually beam, sometimes charge. He does this again. Now we gotta get in. He's gonna do the beam. Not the best of hits. I'll try waiting. There we go. I was hoping I'd like get a headshot, you know? If I wait long enough, it might be... Does he, after the gas attack, does he always turn around? Is what I need to know. Well, I need to watch and observe. Like, yeah, sorry, after he does the downward gas attack, does he turn around always or not? I'll have to see. No, no, no! Oh my gosh, that move scares me. Oh crud, I'm gonna shoot the poison, aren't I? No, I'm not. I thought I was. I was scared I was gonna poison myself right there. Good shot. Yeah, we definitely do have a higher damage with that. crit shot. Spore? I don't know if shooting Dragon Pods is worth it. No. I can't run! I couldn't run anywhere! Like, I legitimately couldn't go anywhere there. There was nowhere to run. That's the worst. Oh, bad shot. I am too low. Oy, oy, oy. I know. I didn't think he trapped me. I thought it'd be a, you know, just, you know, when he does the beam, you go for the tail, but you don't want to put yourself in a spot like that. So I've learned that. Okay. He doesn't look like he's angry right now. That didn't work. I tried to grab his head. I was just gonna grab on and slam him, but then he just killed me with spores. Alright, so what I've learned off of that is don't grab him if he has spores. Well, I mean, yes, but I felt like I could grab onto the head and just slam him right away, but I missed his body. I missed his head and I hit the body, and because of that, I just was coated in spores. Like, if I could have hit the head instead, I could have tossed him. And most of the directions you can face in that area, you're gonna hit a wall. It's just that I missed the head with the claw and I hit the wing and I got stuck. So that was just bad aim on my end. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Short stream. We did learn things. We got him limping. Oh. Okay, yeah, but still, anyways. Short, but progress, sort of. And as usual, there will be no stream tomorrow, but I'm going to try to show up for Arcade Smash thing, so yeah. Good night. Thank you for watching me die and stuff. Doing better. We're getting there ever so slowly.